All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there pushing His word with all truth and sincerity. And we the brothers, again from the Houston camp, and I want to go through another lesson through the Spirit, man. And these are the times we in, right? We in some serious times. The prophets back out on the highways and hedges prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom of Esau, Edom, and these other nations. Now we want to liken it unto a account or situation that happened in the past, right? Like a then and now type of thing. It happened then, it's happening now. And we want to go into that account of Joshua and the Israelites when they marched and come past Jericho, and when they shouted on one accord, the trumpets was being blown. You see what happened? Jericho fell and they took the city, man. Jericho fell and it was destroyed. Well, that's the same thing now that's happening with the prophets, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, as we are on the highways and hedges, man. We doing the same thing. We all shouting, lifting up our voice like a trumpet, right? And telling the downfall of this place and what's going to happen. Through us shouting, through us speaking the words, the downfall is going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be destroyed. Babylon the Great going to fall. Esau, Edom rulership going to fall. Hey, what it said in Daniel 2. In the days of these kings, the Most High set up a kingdom, right? And then that stone go come and destroy it, man. So we living in these times. Just like with Joshua, Israelites, and Jericho, it fell by the words. The same thing. We destroying strongholds, man. Right? You got anything?
Yeah, because like basically, because the Most High sent us to preach His message, and these prophecies, right? But before He performs these prophecies, we are on the highways and the byways, right, on the street corners, or YouTube, and we telling you before it happens, right? So basically, we are speaking it into existence.
That's it.
Right,
that's
just
it.
like when they shouted in Jericho and it fell, because the Most High told them what to do. Right, and the Most High told us what to do. So we gonna do the same things, doing what the Most High requires to do, and this place Babylon is gonna fall, just like you see in the news with Iran and America, right? That's prophesied to happen in the scripture. But we know that incident is going to lead to World War III and to the end of this society, Babylon the Great. Because in World War III, they're not just going to be fighting each other. Yahweh Shai is going to come back with the angels, right? And basically kill every damn body. Lay everything down, right?
That's right.
But just getting back to the point, what you have.
We can go there, Joshua. We're gonna get this account of Joshua. Now we're not gonna read the whole account. We just go get the certain parts to show what happened, and then we'll get how we are doing the same thing today, man. You right?
This is Joshua 6:1. It says, "Now Jericho was straightly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out, and none came in."
Now you gotta think Jericho was heavily fortified. High security. The walls was high and strong and mighty, just like Esau, Edom, his rulership, man. Right? His system, man. Right? It feel like it can't get penetrated. Nobody could take him down. So
Now you said that, hey, that's crazy, because he said that he can't get penetrated carnally, but he getting penetrated through the spirit.
Right
through these words. We breaking his ass
down.
down.
Yeah, man.
Can't nobody make war with this man physically. They say that in Revelation 13, right? Who was able to make war with the beast? Yep. But we won with him in the spirit because he's not a spiritual man.
Yeah, the walls ain't fall because Joshua and them set up bombs and
right.
You feel me? Come on,
a shout, bro.
A shout.
They just shouted, bro.
Tell you how important words are, and not just words, but the words that the prophets are speaking through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
Right. Joshua 6:2 says, "And Yahweh said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thine hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war."
Hey, what's being risen up? The house of David.
Right.
Men of war, man. Yahweh, that Heavenly Father, Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh Shai is a man of war. So the men are men of war. That's us today.
Right, in the spirit, because you read Ephesians 6, it tell you about the armor and the sword.
Right.
We being equipped with all of those things.
That's right.
Right, and it says, the Most High said that He have given into thine hand Jericho. Right, and we already read, it said we're going to have the victory through Yahweh Shai.
Right, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Joshua 6:3 said, "Ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do 6 days.
And we compassing the city spiritually. Every brother scattered everywhere. Babylon the Great to the north, east, south, west, and across the four corners. We compassing the world. Why? Because this gospel on the internet, YouTube, this gospel shall go to the four corners, man. Right. Then the end shall come where we compassing the whole world with these words, man.
It says, and verse 4, and 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram's horns. In the 7th day you shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow with the trumpet. Right. That's what we doing, bro. What the scripture say? Isaiah 58:1. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
I got you right here. This is Isaiah 58:1, and we the priests.
Right.
Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins, man.
So we lifting up our voice like a trumpet, right? When you see us on the highways and the byways, we speaking, you know, with manliness, right? We raise our voices. We telling you that this place is about to fall. This place is about to go down.
Speaking with authority, like Yahweh Shai, you know?
Verse 5 says, it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up, every man straight before him.
Straight up. So when y'all shout, when that horn blow, everybody gonna shout on one accord. It wasn't, I'm shouting before you. Because remember, they had to wait for certain things, all that on one accord. Just go ahead.
Yeah, you got it.
I was about to say, just like us, we all shouting, speaking the same things on the same accord, man. All in the same spirit.
Right.
You see?
What the scripture said, 1 Corinthians, we all got to be on one accord. You know, let me grab it real quick. I don't want to.
Should I read it for you?
All right.
It's 1 Corinthians 1 and
10, I think.
10, it says, now beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. That's Satan. Let's just keep riding.
Right, bro. Like, you got it. All of the brothers, they on the same doctrine. They teaching this word correctly, right, in the same mind, right? Just like we all in one accord. Just like it was saying up in Joshua. You know, we all prophesying against this place, shouting, you know, lifting up our voice like a trumpet on one accord. Right. You know,
telling you it's about to be destroyed. Telling you famine's coming. Telling you Jacob's trouble coming. Telling you Yahweh shine the chariots and the angels in the chariots, right? Go come destroy this place. Right. Telling you our kingdom gonna be set up on earth and we're gonna rule over all nations, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, so this is Joshua 6:20. It's after, you know, he done told them to do these things, right? It says, so the people shouted when the priest blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city.
And they took the city, and the saints shall take the kingdom.
Right.
After that shout, what it said in Daniel 7, the saints shall take the kingdom, man. You see? So, bro, that happened then, it's gonna happen now. But they didn't use carnal means, like Esau trying to get us to use that. Joshua didn't have to go up and take it down by his sword. No, they shouted, man, on one accord. The priest was blowing the trumpet, and the city fell, and they took it, man. The same thing we go do spiritually today. Right.
It said it fell after they shouted, and then Joshua went in and got busy. Right. That's how we gonna do.
Right.
We ain't carnal right now. Everything is through the spirit, and when this place falls down, the Most High is gonna give his man our spiritual powers, and we gonna go through killing every damn thing.
Man,
only the elect is gonna make it.
Check this out, all right? Jeremiah 6:16, it says, behold, I send forth many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. That's what we're doing now, prophesying, speaking. And I will send forth, and after I will send forth hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. We're going to do that. After we prophesy and speak the words, gather the elect, then we go hunt. Then we go take the city.
Bro, like a fisher, you see a fisher, bro, a fish, when he's fishing for the fish, right? He calm, you know, he's just patient. Patiently waiting on a fish to catch a fish, right? He don't look like
being wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove.
Yeah, he don't look like he doing any harm. You know, he just chilling. But when you see a hunter, he in that mode, he got that spirit on him, like, nah, I'm finna kill. Right, so that's what the Most High is gonna do to his prophets, right?
That's right.
You know?
That's right, bro. I got this for you. Going into we in that time, man. Just like then we in that time now. We speaking these words, man. This Jeremiah Ecclesiastes 3:1. Now there is to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. Balance, right? A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Jericho had to be plucked up. You see, Israel had to be planted, right? Now, that first rest, right? Now what? Babylon the Great, all these other kingdoms, all the kingdoms of that statue that Nebuchadnezzar seen, they have to be plucked up, and Israel have to be planted, man. It says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, man. The house of David being built up, but this system, this society, Esau rulership is being broken down, man, by the words of the Lord.
Right, it's being broken down because we ain't gonna be able to rule with each other.
Yep.
You know, it says that the kingdom shall not be given unto other people.
Right.
Daniel.
Right.
You know.
Yep. I got this one. Jeremiah 1:9. Now watch what the Most High about to tell Jeremiah. Look, I'm gonna put my words in your mouth, Jeremiah. You gonna prophesy. You gonna speak my words, just like us, right? But watch what happened after the words, the truth was put in Jeremiah's mouth. Jeremiah 1:9. Then the Lord Yahweh put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And Yahweh said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. And this will happen because the words was put in his mouth. And see, I have set this day, and see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down. Just from words. Just from words, Babylon the Great and this whole society, this whole function and fucked up shit gonna be destroyed and thrown down, man. In 1 hour, Babylon the Great. And when they get thrown down, all the nations gonna follow, man. And we gonna be planted. And that after it says to root out and to pull down, to destroy, to throw down, right? To build and to plant. That's the balance of the Lord, man. So that's what we doing by the words. We throwing down societies, lies, right? Heathens, all by the word, man.
Right, because after he told him he put his words in his mouth, then he said that this is what he's going to do. You know? He didn't say anything extra. I'm going to give you the sword, you know, you're going to get this and that. Then you're going to go through slaughtering everybody, taking down kings this way. He said, now I'm putting my words in your mouth. Right? And he said, I set thee this day over nations and over kingdoms to root out and to pull down. Right? He said, I set thee this day over the nations. So if you go up to verse 5, what did he set him up to do?
Right.
To be a prophet. He said, a prophet unto the nations, bro.
I got you, bro. You got it. Isaiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me.
Isaiah, Jeremiah.
Salakia, bro. Jeremiah 28:8 in the water. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries, against great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence, man.
Right. So the prophets that were before us, right, ancient prophets, the prophets that are written about in the scriptures, they always prophesied against these ancient kingdoms. And what happened? Those kingdoms fell.
Right.
They all fell. When the Most High set these men up and to speak those prophecies out, those things came to pass. Right? So that was the duty, that was the job of the prophets. Right? The Most High brought down the kingdom through them, through using them and speaking those words and then making those things happen.
That's right. That's right, bro. And hey, go all the way from, you know, Moses and Aaron and, you feel me? All the way up, bro. That's the lot of the prophets. So at the end, we doing the same thing. But instead of Moses, the prophets going back to Pharaoh in Egypt, right? Or Joshua in Babylon, you know what I mean? It's the prophets today in Babylon the Great. And who's the ruler of Babylon the Great? Esau Edom. So he's been broken down today, man. The 2 Thessalonians 2. Where you want me to start at, bro?
And 8, I just want to make a quick point too. Like the brother mentioned these Pharaoh, like America is all these different kingdoms basically rolled into one. You know, all these wicked kingdoms, right? And if all of these kingdoms fail, what you think gonna happen to America?
Right.
Because America is like all these ancient kingdoms. So if all those ancient kingdoms fail, you don't think America's gonna fall?
Right. Hey, real quick, as a spirit, I flip right to it because it's already written for it to happen. Isaiah 14 and 4. Isaiah 14 and 4, 144. that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. Babylon the great, that great city. This is after it get destroyed. Now watch what the other nations say. It says, verse 10, verse 9, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It is stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Every other kingdom was destroyed. Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, Cyrus, Darius, Xerxes, Alexander the Great, his 4 generals, you know, all the Caesars, you know. But it says, and all they shall speak and say unto thee, unto Babylon the Great, these Edomites, the Rothschilds, and everybody, they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Right, you got destroyed just like us. Right. You here just like us. You lost your rulership, Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom, just like we did.
You read it again, bro?
Kind. It says, start at 9 or?
Yeah, you can start right.
It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Right.
It is stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones and all the kings of the nations.
Right, so this, you can look at this today. This happened today. The kings of these different nations are being, you know, risen up in the spirit. The Most High rallying them up to go against this place, America, right? Keep going.
And they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
See, you got it.
Art thou become like unto us?
So it said, art thou become as weak as we, and weak like unto us. Bro, the nuclear capability. Bro, like, we ain't got to fear y'all no more. We got the same shit y'all got. So what's up?
Right.
You know?
Right. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Right. So America is going to be destroyed, right? Because it's being destroyed through the infrastructure, right? Everything all fucked up, you know. And then, but later the physical gonna come. This shit already falling apart by itself.
That's a spirit. I got this house gonna be destroyed, spiritual and physical. 2 Thessalonians 2:8, you got it. It's 2:7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall their wicked be revealed, Esau, Edom, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right,
so the wicked is being revealed. Malachi 1:4 lets you know who the wicked is, right? It says Esau, Edom is the border of wickedness. They are being revealed. We are revealing the things that they want to do in the planet Earth, revealing who he truly is, right? We basically pushing the truth out in the earth, right? Because he ain't doing nothing but spread lies. You know, so we are consuming this place because America was built off of lies. So this place is built off of lies. You start telling the truth, then you fucking everything up for them.
Right.
Right? They telling our people that, you know, we was African, we was this and we was that, other than telling us who we truly were.
Right.
And when you tell, when you got your slaves feeling or knowing that they're better than you, supposed to be on top of you, that's gonna change. They're gonna start some problems within your kingdom.
Right.
And that's what's happening. So he's being consumed, bro. They can't even get no sleep at night, right? He said that they are in fear. So, bro, we fucking up everything for them, bro. Their whole system, just by speaking these words.
You know why? He been exposed, so he's been weakened. Right. Think about if somebody they did research on you. You go on the wall, they already know what's your strong points, what's your weak points, right? So you being weakened. Now it's ways to take you down. Cause hey, shit is out there that you don't take cover in the back. It's out there that you ain't got somebody over here strong on your left to take the left side, right? So it's obvious. So the same thing, as he's been exposed, his rulership is being weakened. His lies is being weakened. Go ahead.
Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau stretched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right.
So you being exposed, like we know you. Right. We know who you was in the scripture, and we know your judgment is coming unto you, and you are afraid because we know that.
Right.
And you are afraid because we are these people that are gonna put judgment upon you.
Think about the dollar. The dollar ain't worth nothing. It ain't backed by nothing. It ain't worth nothing. Got no value. But why it's still strong? Because people believe in it. If I spend this and make this, it's gonna keep recycling in the system, right? So the same thing. If Esau with his lies, everything, everybody thought everybody's all on one page and just gotta love everybody, right? His lies were still here that y'all ain't the Israelites, y'all niggas spicks, right? He was strong. But now that they being broken down and exposed, his kingdom is getting weak, and all we gotta do is keep shouting. He's eventually gonna fall. He gonna be, he said, consuming with the spirit of his mouth by the prophets, man.
Right, because America was built up by us, you know, in slavery. We didn't know who we were, but now that we getting that knowledge back, it's gonna be taken down by us as well.
Yep. I got this Jeremiah 23 and 29. It says, "Is not my word like as a fire, saith Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces."
Right, so like a hammer is a destructive tool, right? So the Most High is saying that His word is like that, right? Just breaking, it said it breaketh the rock in pieces, right? So by this word, we're breaking America into pieces, right? Day by day by day.
Right, dog. Like...
Right, day by day by day. We knocking stones off that bitch, right? Through the word,
right?
And sooner or later, it ain't gonna be, you know, no more stone left upon it. You know?
Straight up.
Everything gonna be thrown down.
Straight up. Everything must go. Everything must go. It's Hosea 6 and 5. "Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets." When you hew something, you cutting something down. You chopping something down. Like with an axe in a tree. You chopping that tree, you trying to hew the tree down, man. We cutting this system, this kingdom, this rulership down, man. We breaking his walls up. We breaking the rock, man. So it says, "Therefore have I hewed them," and this is the Most High speaking. "Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth," man.
You say I slain them by the words of my mouth, right? When you slay somebody, you killing them, right? You taking their life. But he said, "I'm doing this through the words of my mouth," because what the scripture say, Hebrews 4 and 12. They said the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Right? So this word is the is more dangerous than any weapon formed on earth.
Man.
Right? Because it can do damage to you like any other. It can do it's taking down the whole kingdom right now. So imagine what it can do to people.
Right. Shit, worse than any weapon, because any weapon just right now I can stab you, but I ain't fucking with your spirit.
Right.
You see? Man, the word gonna fuck with you, your spirit, all that.
Bruh, I can stab you and you can hurt and you can die, then the pain goes away. But if I hurt your spirit, you gotta live with that. I'm not killing you, bro. You gotta live with that.
Right, dog. Yeah, man. All by words, man. All, and it's not just any words, it's the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, by Hashem Hakwadash, man. The true holy words, man. The purest you can get. You see? This 2 Corinthians 10 and 3, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." We ain't physically trying to fight you, Esau. We ain't about to play your game.
Right.
You know, we ain't about to fall into your arena. You know, that's what you strong at. So we gonna use what we strong at is what? The words of the Lord. Faith and belief, man. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds."
So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right, we ain't gotta go get no guns and AKs and gats and shit, cause we already know what your blessing is, bro. We got understanding what you were blessed with and what you good at, right? You perfected this shit, you know. So we not finna try to. We ain't finna try to do it like that. Nah, we smarter than that, bro. Through the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that the Most High gifted us with. You know, we know not to try to take up arms against you. So we got another route, right? That you can't even handle, bro. You ain't gonna be able to defeat.
Okay, dog.
If we stay spiritual, bro, you can't do nothing about it. So through these words and through the spirit of Yahweh Shai Shai, we casting down everything, strongholds, these different religions, bro. This word is literally killing everything, bro.
Smashing it, bro.
Everything, the Christianity, right? Cause we bringing the word out right here in the church parking lot, right? We tearing down Christianity, you know, Islam or anything. The next verse gonna tell you anything that exalted itself against the Most High. You can read it. Oh, you got something?
Hey, just like our heritage was beat out of us, we beating the heritage, the true heritage, into these other nations. Remember, no, boy, your name ain't Toby, Kuntha is Toby. Well, no, your name ain't white man, it's Esau Edom. You the Edomite. We telling you who y'all are. We telling you the wicked. We telling you how about Shema Shai hate y'all, man. All you other nations ain't shit.
Bro, it's really crazy, bro, because coming over here, bro, they didn't use these scriptures against us, our own words against us, right? The scripture, because the Bible was written only for the Israelites, right? So they took it and they used it, you know, without the proper knowledge or anything. They manipulated us by these words, right? And now we got the book, you know, the Most High gave us the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Now we got the same book condemning them.
Oh man, that's fire,
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, damn,
cold,
it all came back around, bro. That was at the beginning, and this is happening at the end.
The Most High said in Second Ezra came out yesterday, I would liken my judgment like unto a ring.
Bro,
you feel me?
It came back around, bro.
Yep. What you use to take my people out? Well, I'm gonna use the same thing for them to be built up and how to take y'all back out. You know what I mean?
Bro. Really another lesson right there.
Right? Hey. What they did, what Joshua and them did before they shouted, they walked around. You feel me? Jericho, the same thing, bro. We using over the word coming right back around to smack them in their ass, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach.
Right, bringing into captivity every thought. Right, it says casting down those imaginations and everything that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. By saying there's a Big Bang theory happening, that's exalting, that's something that's exalting itself against the knowledge of the Most High. Right, anything outside of this truth, right, that's not teaching according to what the Most High said, it's exalting itself.
Right.
And we're bringing into captivity all those things. Like, that ain't shit, bro. We just doing that through the word.
Man, bro. Come on, man.
We're gonna bring Esau ass in captivity too.
Straight up, through the word. Because it's written. It's written, bro. It's written, bro.
Right.
It's already written. We just telling you what's already written. So it gotta happen. Right. It gotta happen.
Everything, bro. Everything that was written in these scriptures was come to pass. Esau's captivity and our salvation was written here, and it's gonna happen too.
It's gonna happen, bro. What the Most High said, my word shall not go out void, right? And he also said everything, what it is, Isaiah 14 real quick and 24. It says, Yahweh of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. As I have purpose, so shall it stand, man. Right? So, verse 26, this is the purpose that is purpose upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations, man. For Yahweh of hosts have purpose, who shall disannul it? Who gonna stop what the Most High already had written? What he already got planned. He said he declared the end in the beginning, man. And it says, and his hand is stretched out, who shall turn it back? You can't stop your destruction, and you know what I mean? Right. You can't, bro. You can't stop the prophecies from going out.
He said his hand is stretched out. Who gonna turn it back? Who is able? Now, just like the brothers always say that it's a saying that your hands are too short to box with the Most High.
Right, your arms too short.
Your arms too short. Right. So the Most High is bringing judgment on this place. Who gonna turn it back? Who gonna stop it? He said, just like I thought it. You know, if I thought it's gonna happen, right? If the Most High that came up with this, the Most High don't think no wrong thoughts, because the Most High is perfect.
He cold.
He perfect. So he said, shit, if I thought this shit, it's gonna happen.
Right.
And the Most High, he ain't got no counselor. The scriptures say who counsels the Most High.
Right.
Right. So the Most High, he's gonna perform the things that he wants to perform that happen in the planet Earth. Right.
Think about it. Something physical you can stop. Right. Like when you see your head out, he said his hand shall go out. Who shall turn it back? This brother hand could come back and push it back. But the Most High, where's his hand at? Telling you can't stop it. It's spiritual. You can't stop this spiritual. You feel me? Word going out, man. You can't stop this. You can't retaliate. Like the temples. He destroyed the first one. He stopped the sacrifice. The second one, right? You can't destroy a spiritual temple. First, now you got Israelites who look like Edomites in other nations. You ain't gonna know they Israelites. You don't know which Israelite is a part of that temple building, who is the elect. So you can't stop this one, man. Right? Isaiah 25:7, it says, and he, talking about the Most High, and he will destroy in this mountain, you got it, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right, mountain represents government. Right, just like when these different governments get together and have a summit, right, which is the highest part of the mountain, right? That's what it's talking about. So it says he shall destroy in this mountain, this government, right, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. What is that? The lies that they didn't push out, right? They didn't cover up people, biblical nationalities with false names, right? Just Esau didn't put lies all over the planet Earth, but now we're destroying all of those lies, right? Yep. We letting people know the truth. We letting Esau know who he is. We letting these different nations know who they is, right? We letting our people know who they is. We let them know their judgment. We letting our people know the salvation is coming, right? And all that is destroying this kingdom. Because, like I said, it was built up on lies.
Man.
You know, so we taking all that away, right? So if we taking all the lies away and the truth is out there, bro, this kingdom can't stand up no more.
What's that game? Jenga? When you stack the bricks, the little blocks on top of each other, you got to try to pull one out without it falling.
I don't know how old that probably before my time.
Nah, bro, come on. You know, it's what we'll look it up. I'll just call it Jenga. I'm sure brothers and sisters probably know, but it's a game called Jenga, and you build the blocks up, and you got to try to pull it out without it falling. Then if I pull it out, now you got to go. But whoever, if you pull the wrong one out, it's gonna fall. You lose, right? You said we destroying the lies. Each other, it was built up of lies, right? Well, Esau, you see, right. His kingdom is like Jenga, bro. It's all built. The blocks is all lies. We pulling each one out, and eventually we go pull the right one out, and boom, is the whole thing gonna fall.
Right.
The whole thing gonna fall, man. You know, the prophecies gotta be fulfilled, man. And just like it happened with Joshua as a shout, it gotta happen in his last captivity with Babylon the Great by the prophets. We'll end it off this if you ain't got nothing.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Revelation 18:20. Rejoice over her. Right, this is going to happen after we shout. Rejoice over her, talking about Babylon the Great, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. Right, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone. Right, just after it mentioned the apostles and the prophets, now it's talking about a great millstone that's about to destroy Babylon the Great. Because the prophets speaking the word, and we believe that we are the prophets and brothers who teach likewise doctrine, man. And it says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. It's going to be thrown down, man. Why? Because of the apostles and the prophets speaking the words of the Lord, man. Of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, by will of the Holy Spirit, man. You see?
Right, just like Jericho fell, Babylon is going to fall.
Yep.
That's why Revelation 14, what it say, Babylon is falling. It's falling.
Yep.
Right.
That's it, man. All about words, dog. Come on, man. But, man, hey, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. You got anything? The lesson was edifying to the ones who need to hear. Hey, we almost out of here. We just need to keep doing the work. It's going to eventually happen, man. And Lord willing, we do continue. But we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. With that, Shalom.
Shalom.